Okay, I'm just going to do a recap of the VTVT trade this morning and why we took it, what happened, how it turned out. So you can see that yesterday, and I think this was Dixie's alert, this thing did pop. Yesterday, yeah, okay, so yeah, it popped yesterday and got into this slow uptrending channel, and so came out at $1.29 and just traded out. It just continued to climb in this channel, and this morning I said, look at this stock over this level here, around $3. Right here at $3, and sure enough, then just before the market opened, it did come off, but it came just down to the bottom of the channel, and then it spiked, started going, and I know a lot of the members took the position here just over 3, and especially when it broke out of this tops line in here, this top of the channel line here at 330. Now on the $3 entry, we did say sell a quarter of position at around 3.25, 330. Then it popped up and it did start to consolidate and made this wedge formation here around the 3.5 area. And again, we had said, sell a bit of your stock in around the 3.5. But then it popped out of this wedge, came back, tested it, and then really started to take off. And this is where I was really coaching the room on how to stay in the trade. And I know guys were, and rightly so, don't get me wrong, you can sell all the way up and take your position, but I know, they were announcing, I'm out of my position here, I'm out of my position here, and I just kept saying, no, stay in the trade, as long as you can. And, we sold a bit at 5 and a bit at 5.5, and then, some at 6, and then it gets halted, and it comes off very sharply, this huge spike down, and trades in here. And this is where we said, okay, this trade is done. You got to get out of it. And for sure, 5 was the stop. And it did then break down out of this trend line. Oops. Here at the 5 area, and it broke down below the 5. So this was your exit point. So we did get some off at 6, spikes down, comes back up, tests it. But when it broke this line here, that's when I said, okay, you have to be out of this trade. Sure enough, it came off and then continued to drift lower in this channel here, like this. But so the key is, of course, you have to keep selling part of your position all the way up, but you want to let it run as long as you can, because there was a few people that said they were out at 475 or whatever, out their whole position, but there was no real reason to be out of the whole position. This thing was really starting to rock, and those ones that did, they left $1.25 on the table. So one of the things that we're trying to teach here is not to sell just because you're green. As in green as in dollars, not green as in new. We want to try and let these run as long as possible. And in doing so, we doubled our money. 100% trade on $3 stock trades to 6. 610 was the high. So this is a very good example of how to stay in the trade. And I called this live the whole way through and encouraged members to hold the stock. And a lot of you did, and by doing so, you made huge returns on your money. So it was a great trade for the room, this VTVT.